Hi, Facebook and Instagram fam that has come over and YouTube world. So sorry that we are late. For once, it's not my fault. It's
It's
Clinton's
all
fault.
me. It
Uh, Sorry to throw you under the bus there, Clinton, but
happens.
everybody, this is Clinton Wilkie. If you don't recognize his face, he did
Hopefully
sign
you
his
will.
put his name when he came in. So, um, wonderful I can't talk country artist again. Of course, that's mainly only what I do. um, but yeah, it's totally his fault. We were kind of going on time here, and then I threw him for a loop with the way I do my interviews. He thought it was going to be like a, like a radio interview. No offense to you, Mark, if you're listening. My brother is a radio DJ, so
Ooh,
uh, yeah.
there's bad
um,
blood.
it's not he thought it was going to be a short interview with just like one song or something. I'm like, no, not at all.
Didn't do my
So yeah.
homework.
A little bit different, but that's okay. We're just going to swing with it. So we've only got Clinton for about 20 minutes here, so we're just going to get to know him a little bit, and then he's going to sing us a song at the end. So if you guys want to hear him sing, you're going to have to just watch till the end, and then you'll get to hear it. So well, all right then, Clinton, what have you been up to? This coronavirus has got everybody
Ooh,
shut in, not on tour, not playing
yeah,
gigs. It's just been a
hurting,
mess.
hurting
So
wallets.
yes,
Hurting
yes,
wallets everywhere. I guess other than the people on unemployment, I guess. But I mean,
yeah,
they lose their benefits as well. So I mean, it kind of
exactly.
evens itself out. But no, it's been. I want to say it's been rough, but really it hasn't. I was on a fast pace right before it, and then COVID kind of hit, and then I got some downtime, me time to kind of sit down. And I'm actually in my studio now, but I took up production and was nailing away at that, and kind of have been through experience and a lot of YouTube teaching myself proper production, proper mixing, mastering, and my lead guitarist of my band and I got together one night in 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and we in 2 days we cut 6 tracks, and
Wow.
just recently finished mixing and mastering the third. So we are gonna release those soon. No date picked yet on those yet, but um, yeah.
Fantastic.
Outside of that, it's been a lot of downtime and learning me.
Yeah. Well,
But
most of the artists that I have talked with, including Ryan, has just gotten, so much time to write and
yes,
kind of discover the direction that they really want to
yeah,
go.
that's what I'm saying. Like finding me, like I
Yeah.
really got to sit down and instead of, I mean, of course, I write for myself, but as
Mhm.
writers, sometimes we find ourselves writing a little bit of what we want to say, but a little bit of what people want to hear. And I think in this time, I got to sit down and stop paying attention to what people wanted to hear and just start completely writing what I want to say. And
Being
I
true to
think
yourself.
the direction is somewhat the same, but at the same time, it's different. I feel like there's
Mhm.
tracks that we recently cut are a little more in depth and less subliminal or less subtle.
Mhm.
Like with the single "Worth a Shot" was, people hear tequila, whiskey throughout the chorus, and they think drinking song, party song. But I mean, if you sit down and listen to the lyrics, the story has absolutely nothing to do with alcohol.
Right.
It was actually how it was the story of how I met the mother of my son.
Mm.
And yeah, it's just this new stuff is
I wondered what that story was about when I listened to it. So,
yeah,
okay.
it was more of a the new stuff is more straight to the point,
Mhm.
more in your face and more raw emotion. I don't want to say underground because it's definitely got mainstream sound, but just
Right.
Like I said, more in depth, less of that stuff you might hear on a hot hit 40 stuff, and
Less
something you might,
commercial and more
yeah, yeah,
personal.
yeah, yeah. Um,
I gotcha.
but I've definitely enjoyed it. I've just seen different sides of myself as an artist, and it's definitely helped me to grow.
Right. I think that a lot of artists have done that during this time. So,
Oh yeah,
as bad as this time has been, it's kind of been a blessing to some.
yeah. I mean,
So,
I've kind of got to sit back and, like I told you before, just kind of watch people from the sidelines. I've kind
yeah.
of kept quiet to social media.
Hmm.
I've just did my thing and watched, and kind of got a better understanding for people.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Like,
That's,
yeah, especially the type of people that I don't really want to associate with.
oh, yeah.
But
Yeah. I think that's easy to do during this time. People's true colors seem to
yeah,
come out
that's
under
2020.
stress.
They're gonna write a movie about it, and it's gonna be called True Colors.
Exactly. Exactly.
Whether it
There you
be
go.
about the government, about people, whatever, it's just gonna be True Colors.
So true. Get busy writing that song, and
So
maybe you'll get
I'm
to put it in the
currently
movie.
writing it down as an idea now.
Oh, I'm sure it's out there. I'm sure there
Yeah,
are going to
it's
be
right under Stick to Your Guns.
there. Yeah, I'm with you right there. Yes. There's going to be multiple movies written
Oh
about
yeah.
2020.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, I can think of titles now. 2020, the quarantine year, COVID-19.
I seen some crazy stuff that could be a movie. I was reading an article, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, about some kids, teenagers, high school kids, junior high kids. I don't remember what the age was, but they were kids. And they were throwing parties, COVID parties, where they charged at the door. And the first one from that got COVID out of the people that were paying to get in this party won the money.
Oh my God.
I couldn't, I've seen some pretty crazy stuff. It's like, kids, go back to the Tide Pods. Like,
Oh
what
my
are you
God.
doing?
Oh my God. I
No,
somehow
that was
missed
a
that
joke. That was a
story.
bad joke. Don't go back to Tide Pods.
Yeah, no, I got that. I
Don't
got
go
that.
back to
If there's
Tide
any
Pods.
kids watching, don't do that, please. Nor have COVID parties. I mean, come on. Wow.
No, it's like I said, it's been a nice time of growing and just learning new things. A whole lot of learning.
Yeah.
And like I said, I have a son who is 8 months old.
Oh, how precious.
Yeah, so I also have gotten some extra downtime there.
Yeah.
So it's definitely been nice. I
Yeah,
can't say
yeah.
that COVID has been completely terrible. I mean, outside of the sickness,
Right, right.
but
Yeah, we make light of it and we've made jokes, but people, we
yeah,
do
yeah,
have
of course.
hearts. We seriously feel for the people that have been sick. My son was actually just tested last week because he works in a grocery store.
Okay.
And then, of course, we went to Myrtle Beach and, it's blowing up on the news. So he was like, I think before I go back to work, I should probably be tested. And I'm like, it's probably a good idea. But then I was kind of like half expecting it to be positive and then, of course, hoping it was going to be negative. But he had no symptoms.
Yeah.
So it's fairly sure it was going to come out negative, but doesn't mean anything. Finally got the call today that it was negative. So I was like, oh, thank God. I can breathe a little easier. But yeah, so, we spent 2 weeks in Myrtle Beach and we're fine. So,
yeah, the girlfriend is on a week off right now. She had I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but there were some teachers at where she works that were possibly showing symptoms, and they went in to get tested, so she can't return back to work until their tests come back.
Oh, wow. Now,
So
see, I thought that was the way it is. Thankfully, my son was negative because they had him come right back to work.
Oh,
and
okay.
I was like, no. You're supposed to wait till you get your test results back.
Yeah,
so I won't say out loud who the grocery store was. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But I mean, for people that know me, they know where he works. But, hey, whatever. That's on them, not me. But anyhow, so you're not from Nashville. Where are you from?
Originally, I'm from North Dakota.
North Dakota.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, way up there. I'm actually part Native American.
I was gonna ask
Native
that
American, yeah.
too.
I'm so no, I'm actually Chippewa.
Okay, because I am. I know you don't believe it. Don't let the blonde hair fool you. Look at my dark eyes and my dark circle. Um, I am half Native American.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I am. I'm half.
yep, I am. My mother's full blooded, and I joke and say she messed up and married a white man. Um, sorry, don't. I'm. God, that's probably not the time for me to be saying stuff like that. See, stuff just comes out of my mouth, but that has been my joke forever because I look just like my father.
Yeah.
So that's hence why the joke. But I love Native Americans. Obviously, I'm a native. Lumbee, we're Lumbee Indians from the eastern part of the state, North
Okay.
Carolina. But
From
within
about
my family, we have some Sioux Indians.
Okay.
From out your way. So like a ton of them out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my great aunt actually married a Sioux Indian.
Okay.
And so the children still live in Pembroke where I come from, a lot of their family, their father and that whole side of the family is out that way. So yeah, I could see the resemblance there. I was going to ask you if you
I'm,
hadn't said that. As soon as you
I'm
said North Dakota, I was like, ah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm from about 7 miles south of the Canadian border.
Oh,
Turtle Mountain Band of Chippewa.
wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
we're way up there.
how long did you live there before you moved out this way?
I moved to Minnesota in 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, and I hadn't even picked up a guitar at that point yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't until July of 2015. Um, my grandfather had passed in early July. He was a musician for
Oh,
30 plus
okay.
years. So I, yeah, when he passed, I literally picked up the guitar the next day, and I haven't put it down since. So it's,
Oh, wow.
I it was a blessing in disguise, I guess.
Y-
I mean,
Yeah.
it was a rough time, but yeah, I definitely again
That's what you put all your grief into.
oh yeah, most definitely. I started out playing for maybe a year and a half to 2 years before I even decided to pick up a pen. Um, I when I
Wow.
started, I couldn't even sing outside of the bathroom. Oh yeah, I
Oh, wow. That's
rough
crazy.
road in the beginning. Like I taught myself through YouTube. There was actually one of the guys I still am very entertained and inspired by. I learned from his Vine videos and YouTube videos. An old guitar full of stickers. Luke Combs. He's
Oh, yeah.
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 I actually randomly stumbled upon it when I was in Nashville, and I was like, "That's the guitar that taught me to play."
Oh,
In the
wow.
Country Music Hall of Fame, or not the Hall of? Is it the Hall of Fame? Um, I believe so. The museum, anyway.
Uh-huh.
But they have his guitar there in the museum, and it's like, okay, that's cool. But
Wow.
yeah, I played for 2 years, and then started writing in mid 2017, and by end of 2017, I had finally completed a song that was singable. I,
That's crazy.
yeah, and then yeah, just kind of went from there. I kept penning, kept learning, kept playing, and it wasn't until 20 end of 2018 in November when I wrote "Worth a Shot," and I ended up putting it out. A video of it out, just like a minute and a half long clip, the first verse and the chorus on Facebook, and I think it hit like 140 or 140,000 views within the first like 8 or 9 weeks. So
Oh, wow. You knew you had something.
yeah, so we ended up taking it out to Nashville and met up with the guys I still work with. great team at Saxman Studios, and we went down to Benchmark Sound, and in I think an hour time we cut Worth a Shot. And the next morning I went in and cut the vocals, the usables, and that was it. That was all she wrote. And I think 2 months later we put it out in July, and here we are.
And it's doing quite well.
Yeah, it's done well for itself.
Yeah, 174, almost 175,000 on Spotify.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew it was up there. I think the last time I checked, it was like, oh,
yeah.
All right, I believe you now.
There we go, people. Proof is right there. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't even got to do promotion on the song. I haven't really done promotion, for any of them. They've kind of just promoted themselves outside of posting on Instagram and Facebook.
Wow. Isn't it crazy how social media can just do that?
Yeah, and they don't even realize it until they do it.
Yeah.
I mean, one share will go a long way, and I don't think people really realize that. But
I don't think they do either.
As artists, we definitely appreciate it.
For sure.
But
for sure, that's why if I see something that's good, I'm like liking it, commenting, sharing it.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, unless you're like, unless you dig deep into social media, you don't realize the analytics involved.
Even if it's not really like, I've got some friends even that support me, but I, never really see a share, and even if it's not your style, it's like, okay, support,
yeah.
Anyway,
if the share's not for ourselves.
Yeah. I mean, you could have somebody on your friends list that does.
Exactly.
It's just the thought behind it.
Yeah, exactly. But, if they care enough to be your friend on Facebook or follow you on Instagram, what's the big deal with hitting the button?
Yeah.
I mean, it literally takes 1 second and one tap.
Oh yeah. So we definitely appreciate the people who do support us.
Absolutely.
And without them, we wouldn't get to do what we love to do. Otherwise, we'd be singing to a empty audience and a computer screen.
Absolutely. Well, Clinton, do you go by Clinton or Clint?
Yep.
Clinton? Okay. Unfortunately, we've got to end because you have a very important appointment to go to after this.
Yes.
And so we definitely want to hear you sing before we go, but we're going to have you back on so we can do a full hour.
For sure.
You see how fast 20 minutes go? That's why
it does. I didn't even realize it was 7.
That's why I do an hour, because when you don't just do, and no offense to anyone, but when you don't just do like stale question and answers and you get into a conversation, you hit 30 minutes in no time.
Yeah.
So,
for sure.
Yeah, that's why I do an hour. So yeah, we definitely need to schedule you to come back, and we can find out more information and hear some more music. So after we end this, we'll talk about that. So if you want to, go ahead and sing for us. Tell us a little bit about the song.
All right.
This you already did at the beginning, but
yeah. This was my debut single, "Worth a Shot." As I said, it was a story about how I met my future mother of my child. But yeah, it's definitely a feel good song, a fun song, and I look forward to singing it for you.
All right.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yep, I had already muted my mic, so none of my background noise would interfere. But yeah, I can hear you good.
All right. Well, I hope it's still in tune. But all right, this one is called "Worth a Shot."
All right.
When you walk through the door of that old town bar, baby, I saw you. When you walked my way, I knew I had make my move, but I didn't have a clue just what to say or do to get you right where you belong. Wondering my play for you to get you right under my arms. Maybe it's tequila, 'cause I just wanna feel you while you whisper kisses to my lips. Maybe it's the brandy that's got you out here dancing while you keep them busy getting no grip. Maybe it's the bourbon that's got you twisting, turning. Well, I know it ain't the whiskey, but it's worth a shot. When you walk in the room looking like you do, turn your heads as you walk on past. Dress hanging off your hips, your cherry red lips. Can't help it when you look like that. Baby, let's break the rules. I dare you to ask me to stay. Tomorrow we'll face the truth, but tonight we're getting carried away. Maybe it's tequila, 'cause I just wanna feel you while you whisper kisses to my lips. Maybe it's the brandy that's got you out here dancing while you keep them busy getting no grip. Maybe it's the bourbon that's got you twisting, turning. Well, I know it ain't the whiskey, but it's worth the shot. Maybe it's tequila, 'cause I just wanna feel you while you whisper kisses to my lips. Maybe it's the brandy that's got you out here dancing while you keep them busy getting real. Maybe it's the bourbon that's got you twisting, turning. Well, I know it ain't the whiskey. Well, I know it ain't the whiskey, but it's worth the shot. It's worth the shot. And that's worth the shot.
Awesome.
Can you hear me all right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me all right? All right, perfect.
Yeah, it was good. That was awesome.
All right.
Love that. All right, people, you heard that. Worth a shot. Clint Wilkie. If you haven't already, follow him on all social media platforms. Go to Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora. I'm out of breath. All places that have music, and stream it for him. And follow him on Facebook and Instagram. And remember, people, it's not hard to hit that share button.
Not hard at
YouTubers
all.
out there, not hard to hit the like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss a single one of these interviews that I do. You know you don't want to. And this guy, he's going to come back again. So you don't want to miss that. Put the notifications on. All right, you guys have a good night. Clinton, hang with me just a second. I will be back on Friday with another interview. Until then, y'all stay safe, stay happy, and healthy. Bye-bye.